Alright, so it looks like we are live. I just got a new microphone, so let me know how it sounds. Still kind of messing with the settings on it and everything. Hopefully it sounds better than my phone microphone, which is what I was using before. Let's get out the charts here. We are going to need these and those. And I don't think we have anyone on the card who needs the death jump chart, but we will get it out nonetheless. So, according to my handy dandy notes over here, we have 6 cards, or 6 matches on the card tonight. We are going to see the debut of Jack Zarna, and our main event will be for the European Heavyweight Championship, which will see Jim Londos defend his title against Aleksander Ayberg. Thank you, Michael. Good to know. Yeah, it is my birthday. Not today, but just my birthday month. And my wife wanted to get me something, so I said, hey, you could get me a new microphone. And so that's what we ended up doing. And I am glad that it is working, because I had never heard of the brand. I'm not very up on podcasting or streaming or anything. Obviously, because I'm super unprofessional at this. So I just kind of went with something with some reviews on Amazon, and I was like, well, let's see how this does. It looks like it scored pretty well. But we all know that some of those reviews on Amazon can be straight BS. Alrighty then. So our opening bout is going to see Evan Lewis battle with Danny McShane. The Strangler versus the man who popularized blading in professional wrestling. Danny McShane is a bootleg that I have made myself. And Strangler Evan Lewis is from the expansion 7, I believe. And let's get these guys all set up. Evan Lewis is a 6'3", and McShane is a 6'3", so evenly matched. Let's see how they do. McShane does have a special, apparently. Yeah, you're not going to be able to read that. So let's go ahead and read it out. So it says, when Danny McShane is busted open, and in my promotion, you get busted open when you have 3 or more fatigue tokens. If I feel like the move is something that could bust you open, I'll roll 1 die. If it rolls higher than a 3, so 4 through 6, then you're busted open. So yeah, if McShane is busted open, increase the finisher rating by 1, and remove 1 fatigue token. That's to kind of simulate his propensity to blade for the dramatic effect in the match. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and see who has the initiative. McShane is blue and Lewis is red. McShane is going to start us off as he rolled a 2. And McShane starts us off with a front face-lock strangle. This is an agility move, and he does not have the agility. So Strangler Evan Lewis going to reverse that. And Lewis. And I forgot to turn off notifications on my phone, and I apologize. Hopefully there won't be many of those, but if I go messing with it now, it'll move the camera. Let's see. Now Evan Lewis with a driving double leg takedown on Danny McShane, but McShane able to get out of the way and stuff Evan Lewis and take control of the match once again. McShane is going to throw Lewis into the turnbuckle, and Lewis has an A turnbuckle rating, but McShane does not have a choice here, so into the turnbuckle it's going to be. So McShane backs Lewis into the turnbuckle, and that's an A10. Your opponent backs out of the corner and you rush towards them. They use your momentum to deliver a overhead suplex and throw you to the mat. So McShane rolling on level 3 offense here. Oop. And I have thrown the dice under the table. Of course, because this happens every single time that I do this. Now I just gotta find the dice. It went somewhere. There it is. And it was a 4. Alright, so McShane rolling on level 3 offense rolls a pile driver, so it didn't even matter what Evan Lewis rolled. The pile driver is a +1 finisher, so anything 5 or better will kick out. And he rolls a 7, so Lewis able to kick out of the pile driver, and McShane continues his attack. McShane with an uppercut, and that is going to hurt Strangler Evan Lewis. And now McShane going to whip him into the ropes, and Lewis has a B ropes rating. B5 into the ropes. The opponent backs you into the ropes. You both break clean to the applause of the crowd. Roll again for initiative. The winner rolls on level 2. So here we go. Initiative roll. And it looks like Evan Lewis is going to take this one and roll on level 2. Evan Lewis slaps Danny McShane in a full Nelson. But McShane once again able to slip out. And here we go. McShane on level 1. That's going to be a front facelock strangle. That is the agility move. And Lewis is the more agile of the two wrestlers, so he's able to slip free. And now Lewis with a crotch lift and body slam on Danny McShane. And that's going to leave McShane down, but give him the option to roll out of the ring, as he does have an A ring rating. And that is an A10. Out of the rope, or out of the ring, A10. It says, as you back into the ropes, the opponent shoves you out of the ring. The referee is upset with such a flagrant rules violation. Opponent rolls disqualification. If there is no disqualification, you roll back in, and opponent rolls on level 3 offense. So just to make this work, we'll say that McShane rolled out for a breather, and as he was stepping back up on the apron to enter the ring, Lewis shoved him off again, upsetting the referee. Lewis is going to roll his disqualification, which is 4. So it is unlikely that he will be disqualified, and he is not. And now Danny McShane going to... Alright, no, Strangler Lewis going to roll on level 3 offense here. And Lewis with a knee bar. This is a choice D maneuver. So here we go. Choice situations, choice D. Hip lock 2, which is going to be 8 plus or minus agility. Or a crotch lift and slam 3, which is going to be 8 plus or minus power. Since McShane has a 0 in both, we're going to go for the power, and this is going to need an 8 or less. And he does not get it, so McShane able to power his way out of that and take over on level 2 offense. And we've got a kick to the midsection from Danny McShane to Strangler Evan Lewis. And this is a choice C maneuver. And that's going to be a duck under takedown 3, which is going to work on 6 plus or minus agility. Or a front chancery 2, which is going to work on 6 plus or minus power. We're going to go for the power move, which is going to be 7 or less. And he gets it. So now, Evan Lewis rolling on level 2 defense. And that is a hurt 2 for Evan Lewis. So Danny McShane on level 2 here. And he is going to throw him into the ropes again, or back him into the ropes. And this is a B3 into the ropes. The opponent backs away from the ropes. This gives you time to secure a devastating crotch lift and body slam roll on level 3 offense. So Evan Lewis turning it around with a crotch lift and body slam. And now Evan Lewis with a knee bar again. This is that choice D maneuver. He's going to go for the power move, which I believe was the crotch lift and slam. And indeed it is. He needs an 8 or less. And once again, he does not get it. McShane coming back and taking control. And McShane once again going to whip Evan Lewis into the ropes. And this is a B8 into the ropes. You and your opponent break clean. As the opponent backs up, you steps toward the opponent and he grabs you with a quick fireman's carry. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. So this is going to see McShane take over on level 2. Or continue on level 2, I guess it would be. And McShane, he's got the kick to the midsection, choice C. Lots of chart rolls on this one. These kind of matches always seem to happen when I'm streaming, and then when I'm not streaming, like I'll get through 3 or 4 matches and barely a chart roll. So choice C, he's going to go for that power move, the front chancery. This is going to work on a 7 or less. And it does indeed work. So now we've got Evan Lewis rolling on level 2. And a 4, that's a down 3. So McShane on level 3 offense here. And McShane with a double foot stomp. This is a choice H maneuver. And choice H on these old school, the vintage charts, is not a death jump. It is going to be either an agility for a level 3 move or an into the ropes. He's going to go for the into the ropes. And this is a B8 into the ropes. You and the opponent break clean as he backs up. Or as the opponent backs up, you step towards the opponent and he grabs you with a quick fireman's carry again. So McShane once again fireman's carrying Strangler Evan Lewis. And that does not want to leave my hand. So here we go. We've got level 2. This is another into the ropes roll. Dave Little needs to make a into the ropes again chart, like he has for the out of the ring, so that we can get some variation here. It is a choice, but I'm not going to roll up to level 1. And this is a 4. B4. You and the opponent are clinched near the ropes. You sidestep the opponent and use a quick leg sweep or sneaky rabbit punch, depending on your wrestling style. Roll on level 2. Lewis is acting as the good guy here, so he is going to do a leg sweep and take over on level 2 offense. And here we go with a bear hug and trip, a choice F maneuver. Choice F is a single leg takedown 2 that's going to work on 6 plus or minus agility, or a bear hug and trip 3 that's going to work on 6 plus or minus power. So since McShane has zeros, we're going to do the power. For the level 3 move, he needs 6 or less, and he gets it. So McShane rolling on level 3, and McShane rolls a down 3. So Strangler Lewis follows up with a toe hold. And this is going to be a move that dazes Danny McShane. And now Strangler Lewis with the armbar. And this is going to daze Danny McShane once again. And here we go. We've got a headlock from Strangler Evan Lewis. Not the stranglehold, mind you. Just a regular old headlock. And that is going to daze Danny McShane once again. And here we are seeing another armbar. And this is going to hurt Danny McShane. That armbar finally doing some real damage to McShane. And we have a bear hug and trip. This is a choice F. I never remember these. So he's actually going to attempt a legitimate bear hug and trip because the same move is on his card that is on the chart. This is going to be 6 or less, and once again he is able to succeed. So McShane rolling on level 3. And this is a down 3, leave the ring. He is going to leave the ring. He is an A. And this is going to be an A8 out of the ring. You tumble through the ropes to the floor. The opponent holds the ropes open for you to return to the ring in a show of good sportsmanship. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. So Evan Lewis on level 2 offense here. And Lewis with a driving double leg takedown on Danny McShane. McShane is able to get away from it and take over on level 2. He really confused Evan Lewis by just not being where he was expected to be on that driving double leg. And McShane with a side headlock takedown. But Evan Lewis able to roll through that, pop back up, and continue his attack on level 2. And he continues his attack by taking him down and throws him in a grapevine. And then transitions into a shoulder lock. And that is going to cause Danny McShane to have to struggle to free himself from the shoulder lock. McShane needs to roll 4 or better to reach the ropes or free himself, and he does, rolling a 5. So McShane adds 1 fatigue, but he is able to escape the shoulder lock. Evan Lewis continues his attack with a toe hold, and McShane able to deftly kick Lewis off and reverse the fortunes of the match. And here we see a figure 4 head scissors from Danny McShane. And that is going to be countered by Evan Lewis. And Evan Lewis throws him in a headlock, and that is going to hurt Danny McShane. Lewis has an exceptionally strong headlock, as it is the core of his stranglehold that he uses to finish guys off. So then we've got a bear hug and trip. This is going to be that choice F maneuver. This is going to be 6 or less. And once again, he's able to get it. And this bear hug and trip puts McShane down, middle of the ring. Shoulders down. Evan Lewis going for the pin here. He needs 5 or better to kick out. And he gets it. And Evan Lewis, frustrated but continuing his attack on Danny McShane. Once again, locking him in a toe hold. And this hurts Danny McShane. And now a crotch lift and slam. And that's going to blast McShane down into the mat. McShane, slow to get back to his feet, but is not staying down, as Lewis comes in to attack. Lewis going to throw McShane into the ropes. McShane is also a B ropes, so McShane with a 10B into the ropes. You and your opponent are locked in a clinch near the ropes. The opponent locks in an underhook and throws you hard to the mat. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. So Evan Lewis now on level 3 offense. And Lewis once again locks on that toe hold. That seems to be what he goes to whenever he's got McShane in trouble. And McShane is hurt. And now Lewis with a full Nelson. And that's going to daze Danny McShane. And Lewis with an armbar. And once again, McShane is dazed, but not hurt by the move. And now, Evan Lewis, shoulder throw. This is a power move. He does not have the power, so that's going to be McShane taking over on level 2. And now McShane with the kick to the midsection, choice C. This is the duck under takedown 3 that is going to be on agility. He's not going to do that. He's going to opt for the power. That is going to be on a 7 or better for a front chancery. And he gets it. So this is a level 2 move here. And that is going to hurt Evan Lewis. Danny McShane taking over. And McShane with rolling cradle. And that's going to hurt Evan Lewis as well. He's not able to keep him down, but definitely discombobulates him. And Evan Lewis is nailed by a figure four head scissors by Danny McShane. And Lewis is hurt. McShane following that up with a kick to the midsection. And then he's going to attempt to grab that front chancery again, and he does. He is able to grab it. And Lewis is down. And McShane. And a big opportunity here. He's got that double foot stomp. He's going to throw Lewis into the ropes. And this is a B5. B5. This is the initiative roll. They both break clean. And they step back into the middle of the ring. And let's see who will... No, McShane is not busted open yet. He's only got 2 fatigue. He needs to get 1 more, and then I'll have to do a roll. And it looks like McShane takes over on level 2 offense. And McShane throwing Lewis into the ropes. And Lewis has a B ropes rating. That's a B8. This is the fireman's carry, so McShane grabs Lewis up. Fireman's carries him. And he is on level 2. And now kick to the midsection. And he's going to grab that front chancery one more time. He is not successful this time as Evan Lewis takes control. Oop, that was a 1, but let's re-roll it just because I bumped it. There it is, a driving double leg takedown from Evan Lewis. And this is going to leave Danny McShane down. McShane. This is a hammerlock from Evan Lewis. And this has got Danny McShane really in pain here. He is down from this hammerlock. Can Lewis follow up with something big? He follows up with a knee bar, a choice D maneuver. And Lewis, let's see here. He could get a hip. He's going to do whatever is level 3 since they're both 0. That's going to be a crotch lift and slam on rolls of 8 or lower. So let's see if he gets it. He does. McShane rolling on level 3. And McShane is down once again from that crotch lift and slam. Lewis. Can he capitalize? He is going to pitch McShane out of the ring. I don't know if this is the smartest move, but let's see how it works. He pitches McShane out, and McShane has got a 6A out of the ring. Your opponent opens the ropes as you step through them. You take down the opponent with a leg whip. The official is frustrated by your lack of sportsmanship. Roll disqualification. If there is no disqualification, you continue the attack. Roll on level 3 offense. So McShane rolling his DQ, which is super low. He's got a 3 disqualification, which I should probably revise. That's too low. And he's not disqualified, obviously, because seriously, that's just... I don't know what I was thinking there. And McShane not disqualified, so he is rolling on level 3. And McShane, now he's going to pitch Lewis out of the ring. Lewis has a B. He's got a B4 out of the ring. What's good for the goose is good for the gander here. As the opponent barrels you into the ropes, you both fall from the ring. You shift your weight and land on top of your opponent. Your opponent is stunned. Opponent rolls countout. If there is no countout, you and the opponent get back into the ring and you roll on level 3 offense. So McShane rolling his countout. He needs 6 or better to not be counted out. And he just barely gets it. And Lewis rolling on level 3. And Strangler Lewis goes back to the toe hold. I don't know what this is about this level 2 toe hold, but Strangler Lewis really thinks it's going to end the match for him. I got news for you, buddy. It's not going to work. The mechanics of the game don't work that way. And McShane is dazed. And Strangler Evan Lewis going to try a shoulder throw. That's not going to be successful on Danny McShane. And McShane with a side headlock takedown. And that's going to hurt Evan Lewis. Now, another side headlock takedown from Danny McShane, and Evan Lewis is once again hurt. And here we see a rolling cradle by Danny McShane, but Evan Lewis able to pop back up out of that and take control of the fight. And now, crotch lift and body slam, and that's going to leave Danny McShane down. And I got excited because I thought that 6 was for Evan Lewis, but it is not. Evan Lewis, once again, going for the toe hold. I'm telling you, buddy, that is not going to work. That toe hold is going to leave Danny McShane down, though, and open him up for a possible big move from Evan Lewis. Lewis grabs the hammerlock, and that's going to hurt Danny McShane. And now Lewis getting frustrated, pitching McShane out of the ring. Like I said, not always a good choice. McShane is an A ring rating, so we've got an A7 here. You tumble through the ropes to the floor. The opponent holds the ring ropes open for you to return in a display of good sportsmanship. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. So this is Lewis on level 2. And Lewis rolling a driving double leg takedown, but McShane able to get out of the way. McShane with a whip to the turnbuckle on Evan Lewis. Lewis is an A turnbuckle. He's got an A3. Your opponent backs you into the corner. As they break upon the referee's instruction, you slip behind them and deliver a devastating waist lock throw. Roll on level 3 offense. So Lewis on level 3 offense here. And guillotine and leg sweep. And this is going to leave McShane down, but McShane is going to leave the ring. 9A on the out of the ring chart here. 9A. This is the opponent holding the ropes open. So now Evan Lewis rolling on level 2 offense. And Evan Lewis with a bear hug and trip. This is going to be 7 or less. And he does not get it. This is Danny McShane coming in at level 2 with a side headlock takedown. That is actually going to put Lewis down to the mat. And McShane rolling on level 3. And McShane doesn't do very much with it. Double foot stomp, and then he backs Lewis into the ropes. And 5B into the ropes. Roll again for initiative. They both break clean. Step back out to the middle of the ring and lock up. And Danny McShane takes control of the fight. McShane with a side headlock takedown. And this is going to hurt Evan Lewis. And now McShane with a big drop kick. And that's going to hurt Lewis again. And McShane with a second drop kick. And that's going to put Lewis down. McShane climbs over, makes the pin. So Evan Lewis needs a 5 or less to kick out. And he gets it. McShane on the attack here. And Danny McShane nails the pile driver on Evan Lewis. And this is a +1 finisher. So he needs 7 or better to kick out. And he gets it. And Danny McShane continues his attack. And McShane with a big uppercut. And that's going to hurt Evan Lewis. Now McShane with a side headlock takedown. And that once again puts McShane down puts Lewis down. And McShane goes for that double foot stomp and then backs Lewis into the ropes one more time. That is a 7B. And this is a clean break and a roll for initiative. And Danny McShane takes over again. And McShane, another big drop kick. And this is going to hurt Evan Lewis. And now Danny McShane, figure 4 head scissors on Evan Lewis. This has got him hurt. And he continues to squeeze with those figure 4 head scissors. But Evan Lewis able to slip out, stand up, and stomp McShane, taking control of the fight. And now, here we see Lewis with a waistlock takedown. And McShane able to counter that with some quality wrestling. And now Danny McShane with a snap mare. And that's going to put Strangler Evan Lewis down on the mat again. Danny McShane nailing that pile driver, picks him up and sets him up for that pile driver and just drives his head into the mat. That is a +1 maneuver, so we need an 8 or lower for Evan Lewis to kick out, and this match is finally over. Your winner, Danny McShane. Let me get to the record book and record this before I forget to do it. So here we see McShane. Beat Lewis via pile driver. Fatigue. Info, let's see. Lewis has 1, 2, 3, 4. And McShane has 1, 2, 3. All right. That was a 3.5-star match. A bit on the long side, in my opinion. Okay, hopefully we are back. I don't know what just happened. My whole computer locked up and required a restart. I think my antivirus updated in the background and decided to cause a bit of a hang-up. So let me go ahead and mention this on my post on Facebook, and then we'll get back to it. Let's see, I don't need new. I hate the way Facebook sorts posts. Just give me the new stuff. Okay, so if anybody is still watching and still there, let me know if everything is back up. Hopefully things are working again. It looks like things are good again, but I can't fully tell from the silly YouTube thing. Is it sometimes will tell me that it's up and then tell me that it's not up, so I don't really know at this point. Hopefully everything is good and we are back. Alright, so after this technical issue here, we have got Joe Dusek will be facing Jack Zarna. Jack Zarna making his debut here. Joe Dusek is accompanied by his brother Rudy Dusek. Not really much of a manager, more of a co-conspirator, partner in crime. And let's roll to, let's set this up. He's a 7-4, and Zarna's a 6-3. And here we go. And it looks like Zarna's going to take this. And Zarna starts us out with a hammerlock. And Joe Dusek is hurt. He is not in a tag match, so his tag special does not matter. And now Zarna with a chicken wing. So he transitions from a hammerlock to a chicken wing. And this is going to daze Joe Dusek. And he is going to move into an arm twist. And this is a power move. And he does not have the power. So now Joe Dusek taking over on level 2. And Joe Dusek with a back leg trip. And Jack Zarna not going to be fooled by that. Able to avoid being tripped and taking over on level 2. And now Jack Zarna going to whip Dusek into the turnbuckle where he has a B rating. So here we go. We have a B7 into the turnbuckle. The referee orders a clean break. The opponent backs off, and you step out of the corner. The opponent steps to the side, grabs an outside single leg takedown. Opponent rolls on level 2 offense. So Jack Zarna with a single leg, taking down Joe Dusek. And now a half Nelson slam from Jack Zarna. And that is going to hurt Joe Dusek. And here we have and into the turnbuckle. Sorry, my eyes were going nuts there for a second. Into the turnbuckle by Jack Zarna. And this is going to be a B turnbuckle roll for Joe Dusek. B7. This is another outside single leg. And that's going to put Zarna on level 2. And Jack Zarna with a double wrist lock. This is a choice A maneuver. So this is going to be into the ropes or a double leg takedown 2 that's going to be 7 plus or minus power. So he's going to throw him into the ropes. And this is a B ropes roll for Joe Dusek. And a 9B into the ropes. You and the opponent break clean. As the opponent backs up, you step towards the opponent, and he grabs you with a quick fireman's carry. The opponent rolls on level 2 offense. So fireman's carry by Jack Zarna. And now Zarna throws him into the turnbuckle. And a B4 into the turnbuckle now. As you and your opponent are tied up, you back into the corner. The referee orders a clean break, but your opponent takes a wild swing at your head. Luckily, you duck the shot and drive into your opponent with a powerful double leg takedown. Roll on level 2 offense. So that is going to put Joe Dusek on level 2 offense here. And Joe Dusek, that is a tag. That is not going to work. So he is going to roll up. And 2. That's a big punch to the mouth on Jack Zarna. And Zarna going to block it and take control of the fight. And now Jack Zarna with a half Nelson slam. And that's going to put Joe Dusek down for the pin. Rudy Dusek going to get involved here. He is going to roll his distraction rating, which is a 5. And he is not successful. So that was Rudy Dusek's 1 distractor. And so now Joe Dusek rolling his pin. He needs to roll 5 or greater to kick out, and he does. The Dusek's not known for tactical thinking, more of a roughneck team here. Dusek probably could have held on to that distraction, but instead he went with it. And now, Jack Zarna locks on that Grecian grip on Joe Dusek. This is a level 0 finisher, so he is going to need to roll 6 or better to escape. And he does. Joe Dusek able to make it to the ropes. And Jack Zarna on the attack. And Zarna with a reverse body lock, or reverse back body hold. And that's going to hurt Joe Dusek. And now, Jack Zarna grabs him up, scoops him up. Or nope, he was hurt, so this is a 2. That's another half Nelson slam. And he's hurt again. And this time, Jack Zarna with a double wrist lock. This is a choice A maneuver. It wouldn't be one of my streams if I didn't misread the, read from the wrong level. Alright, this is a choice A maneuver. So he is probably going to throw him into the ropes. Not probably, definitely. So they're backing into the ropes, and this is going to be a B7. B7 into the ropes is a initiative roll, so they both break clean, head back out to the middle of the ring. And it looks like Joe Dusek is taking over on level 2. Dusek with that corner pummel. That's a tag move, so he's going to roll up. And he nails Zarna with a headbutt. But Zarna able to get out of the way of the headbutt and take control of the fight. Jack Zarna with a Wittenberg whip. This is an agility, which he does have, so that is going to work. And Dusek able to counter the whip, though, and take control on level 1. And here we go. Joe Dusek with a punch to the mouth on Jack Zarna. And that caught Zarna and dazed him. Zarna can take a punch, apparently. And now, Joe Dusek with a covert chokehold attempt. But Jack Zarna able to kind of wiggle his way out. And take control of the fight. Jack Zarna now with that double wrist lock. And he's going to hold that double wrist lock while he backs him into the ropes. And that is going to be a B7 into the ropes. And that's the initiative roll and the clean break. And this time Zarna takes control on the initiative. And Zarna going to back him into the turnbuckle. And that is a B11. So here we go, B11. As you and your opponent are tied up, you back into the corner. The referee orders a clean break, but your opponent takes a wild swing at your head. You are knocked for a loop. Roll on level 3 defense. So Dusek on level 3 defense here. And Dusek is hurt. Jack Zarna once again grabs that double wrist lock and backs him into the ropes. And a B6 into the ropes. I believe that is also the clean break and initiative roll, and it is. And Joe Dusek once again takes control. And now Joe Dusek knocking Zarna around with some wild punches. And Zarna is down. Zarna is going to roll out of the ring to try to catch a breather as Dusek is really wailing away. And this is a A6 out of the ring. Your opponent opens the ropes, but as you step through them, you take down the opponent with a leg whip. The official is frustrated with your lack of sportsmanship. Roll DQ. If there's no DQ, you roll on level 3 offense. So Zarna rolling his disqualification of 5. He is not disqualified. Zarna on level 3 offense here. And Zarna, reverse toe hold, choice G. And let's see, choice G is going to be a turnbuckle or a waistlock suplex on the power. He's going to try for the turnbuckle. Dusek has a B turnbuckle rating, and he rolls a B9. Your opponent backs out of the corner. You rush towards them. They use your momentum to deliver an overhead suplex. Your opponent rolls on level 3 offense. So Zarna with that overhead suplex, really nailing Joe Dusek, putting him down on the mat. And now Jack Zarna scoops up Joe Dusek as he gets back to his feet and starts spinning him around in that aeroplane spin. This is a level 0 finisher. So Dusek needs 7 or better to kick out, and he gets it. And Jack Zarna continues the attack. And Zarna, once again with that toe hold. Choice G. This is the, into the turnbuckle. So that's what he's going to do with him. He's got a B turnbuckle rating, B2. That is not a wonderful place to be. Your opponent backs you into the corner. As they break upon the referee's instruction, you slip behind them and deliver a devastating waistlock throw. Roll on level 3 offense. So Joe Dusek showing a little bit of wrestling ability there with that waistlock throw. Rolling on level 3 now. And now Dusek, after rocking Zarna, he grabs a chair from ringside and blasts him with it. This is going to be a disqualification. He's got a DQ of 5. He is not disqualified, so this is a level 1 finisher. Zarna needs 5 or better to kick out. And he does not get it. So after the big chair shot, Joe Dusek is successful in defeating Jack Zarna in Zarna's debut. So let's record this. Dusek defeated Zarna via chair shot. Fatigue info. Dusek has 1, 2, 3. Zarna has 1. So Dusek, helps me spell it right, has 3. Zarna has 1. That is going to be a 2-star match. And here we go. Rudy Dusek will be reused. He's going to second the Dusek Riot squad when they have their match. Our next match is going to pit the Terrible Turk against the Great Gama. And the Great Gama has a 1. Terrible Turk has a 3. And here we go. We have not seen Norula at all in recent weeks. We're not sure where he's at, but Terrible Turk is on his own, not seconded by his Turkish Gold teammate. So, but he is able to take control of the fight off the bat. And he nails Gama with a waistlock, and Gama is hurt. And then he locks Gama in that armbar. And Gama able to pull his arm away and take control of the fight. And the Great Gama with a rolling front chancery. This is a choice E maneuver. So this could be a rolling knee bar or a uppercut. And it's definitely going to be the knee bar because that's an agility move. So 8 plus or minus agility, so that's going to be 10 or less for a knee bar. So 10 or less. He definitely gets that. And now Ishmael, the terrible Turk, rolling on level 2. Or, I mean, level 3. And he is down, but he can leave the ring. So that's what he's going to do. And he has an A ring rating, and that is an A6. Your opponent opens the ropes, but as you step through the ropes, you take down the opponent with a leg whip. The opponent or the official is frustrated with your lack of sportsmanship. Roll DQ. If no DQ, roll on level 3 offense. So, Turk rolling his DQ of 5. He is not DQ'd, so he is on level 3 here. And that is not a very good maneuver. He's going to throw Gama out of the ring. And the Great Gama is a B ring. So B8. As you back towards the ropes, the opponent shoves you out of the ring. The referee is upset with such a flagrant violation. Opponent rolls DQ. If there's no DQ, opponent rolls on level 3. So same as last time. Rolling his level or his 5 DQ, he is not disqualified. And Terrible Turk rolling on level 3 offense. And Turk once again throwing Gama out of the ring. And this is a B6. You tumble through the ropes to the floor. Now Terrible Turk is holding the ropes open for him. And is going to take over on level 2. And Terrible Turk with a falling body slam. And this is a choice E maneuver. So that is going to be the knee bar on agility or a forearm uppercut on power. And it's definitely an agility. He needs 7 or better to hit this. And he gets it. So Gama rolling on level 3 defense here. And Gama is down. And the Terrible Turk throwing him back out of the ring. And a B9. You fall out of the ring and land awkwardly, twisting your ankle on the floor. You crawl back into the ring. Add 1 to your pin rating, and opponent rolls on level 3. So Gama tweaking his ankle after Terrible Turk threw him from the ring. And Terrible Turk on level 3 here. Terrible Turk with a side salto. And that's going to put Gama down. And now Terrible Turk with a neck wrencher. This is a 3 add 1, so we're going to add 1. And that is going to leave Gama down again. Terrible Turk. Oh, Turk grabs the stranglehold. This is a disqualification finisher, but it is a +1. So let's roll his DQ of 5. He is not disqualified. And now Gama needs 5 or greater to kick out. And he gets it. And Terrible Turk still on the attack here. And now Terrible Turk grabs him in a body scissors. And that is going to leave Great Gama down. And Terrible Turk with that stranglehold again. So we're rolling DQ. He is not DQ'd. He's going to need 6 or better to kick out. And he does get it as the Terrible Turk continues the attack. And now Terrible Turk throwing him out of the ring. And Gama with a 9. 9B out of the ring. I feel like we've done this one. This is the one where he lands on his ankle awkwardly, adding 1 and allowing Terrible Turk to continue his attack on level 3. And now the Terrible Turk throws him out of the ring again. And this is a B6. This is the Terrible Turk holding the ropes open for him, allowing him to get back in so he can attack on level 2 offense. And the Terrible Turk punches him right in the nose, and that hurts the Great Gama. And Gama, he grabs him in an armbar, but Gama finally able to pull his arm out and try to start getting some offense going. Gama with a single leg takedown. They do have equal power, so that is going to work. And that is going to leave the terrible Turk hurt. As Gama with a gut wrench throw. And that is also going to hurt Yusuf Ismail. Not going to keep him down, but is going to hurt him. And now Great Gama with a rolling front chancery. And this is going to be that knee bar. He's going to need 10 or less to do this. And he gets it. So now terrible Turk rolling on level 3 defense. And he is hurt. So the Great Gama continues his attack. Double leg and slam from the Great Gama, and that's going to leave Terrible Turk down, but he is going to be able to roll out of the ring. And this is a 2A out of the ring. You and your opponent violently crash to the floor. Both wrestlers roll countout. If there is no countout, both wrestlers re-enter the ring. The wrestler with the better ring rating takes over on level 3 offense. And that is going to be Yusuf Ismail if they are not counted out. Turk needs a 4 or better. He gets it. Gama needs a 7 or better. He does not get it. So the Great Gama is not able to get back into the ring after the beating that the terrible Turk has delivered. And so your winner by countout is going to be the terrible Turk. Defeated Gama via countout. Fatigue info. And we have Turk with 1. And Gama with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would normally be a 3-star match, but because of the screwy ending, it is just a 2-star affair. And we're on to our 4th match of the evening. This is going to pit Yvon Robert, Pride of Quebec. And he's going to be stepping into the ring with a very capable grappler in Orville Brown. And Brown, 5'2". Robert, 4'1". And let's see how these two technical behemoths go at it. And it looks like Orville Brown will take control off the bat. And Orville Brown with a standing armbar on Yvon Robert. But Yvon Robert able to counter it. Pulling his arm out and locking up with Orville Brown. And now Yvon Robert with an gonna throw him into the turnbuckle, and he's got a B turnbuckle rating, B4. So here we go. As you and your opponent are tied up, you back into the corner. The referee orders a clean break, but you take a wild swing, or your opponent takes a wild swing at your head. Luckily, you duck the shot and drive into your opponent with a powerful double leg takedown. Roll on level 2 offense. So Orville Brown able to come back here with a double leg takedown on Yvon Robert. And it is Brown who locks up and pushes Robert back into the turnbuckle. Yvon Robert has an A turnbuckle rating. This is going to be an A4. This is the exact same thing, but from Robert. So basically, they did the whole what's good for the goose is good for the gander situation, where they both just went for the same stuff, And now Robert is on level 2 offense. And Yvon Robert with a body slam. This is a choice D maneuver. So, let's see. Definitely the agility move, as that is what Brown is least good in. He's a -1. So this is going to be a crotch lift and... or nope. This is going to be a hip lock 2. And it is going to work on 7 or less. So it does work. And we are going to see Brown rolling on level 2 defense. And he is hurt. And here we've got Yvon Robert with another body slam. And this is going to be 7 or less. And he gets it. Level 2. And he is hurt once again. And now Yvon Robert with a third body slam. 7 or less. He does not get it this time, though, as Orville Brown comes in and takes control. And now Orville Brown with a wrist lock. And that's going to hurt Yvon Robert. And a big right hand from Orville Brown. And that's going to put Robert down. And Robert going to roll his pin here. He needs a 2 or better to kick out. So as long as he avoided snake eyes, he was going to be fine. Or no, he would have been fine no matter what. It was basically a free pin. And now Orville Brown on the attack here on level 3. And he's got a cross-face arm lock on Yvon Robert. Robert is down. And this is an out of the ring from Orville Brown. He's going to roll up. He's not going to throw Robert out of the ring. And he nails him with that big right hand one more time. And he is hurt. Robert is hurt. And we've got Orville Brown with a mounted armbar on Yvon Robert. And Robert also able to struggle back to his feet, tossing Brown off in the process. But Brown able to come back with a wrist lock, and that's going to hurt Yvon Robert. And Orville Brown with a mounted arm bar again. And this, once again, is not going to be that successful. Robert is going to be able to power Orville Brown off and is slow getting to his feet. And once again, Orville Brown punches him right in the mouth here with a big right hand, and that is going to hurt Yvon Robert. Robert's got to be getting frustrated. And Orville Brown attempts a knee bar, and this is going to hurt Yvon Robert one more time. And this is a mounted armbar attempt again from Orville Brown. Gonna hurt Yvon Robert again. And Orville Brown grabs the knee, grabs the leg, locks it in. He's got that knee bar. And Yvon Robert is hurt. And now Brown gonna throw Yvon Robert into the ropes. He does have an A in the ropes, so A8. So this is... the opponent backs into the ropes, and you both break clean to the applause of the crowd. So, nothing major here. Let's see what's going on over here. Okay. Sorry. Everything is looking fine. I just needed to check on something real quick. So now they are rolling for initiative. And it looks like Robert is going to come out on top of that. And now, Robert with a standing drop kick. And that's going to hurt Orville Brown. Now Robert with a standing top wrist lock as Brown is getting up. And Brown able to turn it around on Yvon Robert and take control of the fight. And And Orville Brown going to throw him into the turnbuckle. Robert has an A turnbuckle rating, so A7. As you're backed into the corner, you grab the opponent and bull them into the corner. The tables are turned. Opponent rolls on this chart. So Brown has a B turnbuckle rating. He rolls a B3. As you and your opponent are tied up, you back into the corner. The referee orders a clean break. This is the double leg takedown. And that is Brown taking control on level 2 after a double leg. And now he's going to back Robert into the ropes. And Robert 10A into the ropes. You and your opponent break clean. As the opponent backs up, you step towards the opponent. He grabs you with a quick fireman's carry. So Brown, after that fireman's carry, rolling on level 2. And he gets a wrist lock. But Yvon Robert able to counter that wrist lock and take control of the fight. Robert with a flying mare. He does not have the agility, though. So Brown able to just kind of shove him off. And Orville Brown with a knee bar. And this is going to hurt Yvon Robert. And now, with a wrist lock, Yvon Robert trying to struggle towards the ropes, gets there. And Orville Brown forced to continue his attack with another maneuver. He grabs that mounted armbar once again, and this is going to hurt Yvon Robert. And now, Orville Brown with that big right hand. And that's going to put Yvon Robert down. Yvon Robert caught squarely on the jaw with that big right hand. And this is a press body slam. This is a choice G maneuver. Let's see what we got going on here. Turnbuckle or the power. I don't think he wants anything to do with Yvon Robert's power or turnbuckle, really. So we're going to go for the... he's going to be brash and try the power move here. He's going to work on 5 or less. Does not get it. Robert on the attack. And now Robert with a side headlock, and that's going to hurt Orville Brown. And Robert transitions into a hammerlock takedown. And that is going to put Brown down and get him ready for the pin. He needs 3 or better. And he gets it. As Yvon Robert coming back up. Double wrist lock. And that, once again, going to set him up for a submission. Orville Brown needs a 4 or better to reach the ropes or free himself. And he just barely gets it. As Yvon Robert continues his attack. Still has him in that double wrist lock. And Orville Brown still trying to reach the ropes or free himself. And that is successful. So he does not submit. And Yvon Robert. And now Robert going to throw him out of the ring. And this is an 11. B11 out of the ring. You collide violently with the opponent, sending you falling out of the ring, where you strike your head on the floor. Roll count out. If you are not counted out, you manage to crawl back into the ring and the opponent rolls on level 3. So Orville Brown needs 6 or better not to be counted out. And he does not make it. So Yvon Robert is able to win this match by countout. That's the second countout victory we've had in a row. Defeated Brown via countout. Fatigue info. It looks like Robert has 1. And it looks like Orville Brown had 1, 2, 3. And that is going to be a 1-star match because of the screwy non-decisive finish. Still a solid match, but not a great one. And we move on to the semi-main event here, which is going to see Emil and Ernie Dusek, the Dusek Riot Squad. And they are going to be in there, seconded by their brother Rudy Dusek, who I do not have room for on my thing, but he is there. I am going to need to put some more coins down here. And Ernie Dusek is a 6'3", Emil Dusek is a 7'4". Oop, the other way around there. And they are going to be facing Farmer Burns and Tom Jenkins. Burns and Jenkins. Let's see what their stats are here. And Farmer Burns is 5'2", Jenkins is 5'2", so they're both there. Pin saves, they get them. These guys get some pin saves. They get some distractors. And I guess they technically get an outside interference from Rudy Dusek. Although I don't think that I will use the outside interference, just the distractor. So I'm actually going to pull that off. Okay. So let's roll to see which of these guys will start off. For Emil Dusek or Ernie Dusek, Ernie is going to be evens, Emil will be odds. So Emil Dusek is starting us out. And now for Mustachioed Muscle, Farmer Burns and Tom Jenkins. That is going to be Tom Jenkins, or I mean Farmer Burns. Even odd. Even odd. Alright, so we've got Burns versus Dusek to start us out here. And it looks like the Duseks take control. And Dusek with a shoulder tackle. This is a power maneuver. He does have the power. So that is going to work. And that's going to hurt Farmer Burns. And now, Emil Dusek with an arm twist and bar. And this is not going to work on Farmer Burns. He's going to counter that with a bit of technical wizardry. And Burns takes control on level 1 offense. I bumped that. So there we go. And Burns with a go-behind takedown. This is an agility move, and he does have the agility. And that is going to leave Emil Dusek hurt. And now, Farmer Burns with the grounded armbar. And that is going to hurt Emil Dusek. However, the Duseks have a tag ability where anytime they can roll their tag, they can also just roll their disqualification and do a double beatdown and switch. So let's do that instead. So they're rolling disqualification 4. And that works out. So they are able to switch up. And Ernie Dusek comes in on level 1. And Ernie Dusek with a shoulder block. And this is a choice A maneuver. And so we're going to go to our choice chart here. Choice A is going to either be into the ropes or on the power rating. What is his ropes? His ropes is a B. I think we're going to throw him into the ropes. So let's roll here. A B9. You and the opponent break clean. The opponent backs up. You step towards him with a fireman's carry. Roll on level 2 offense. So Ernie Dusek with a fireman's carry. And now, Ernie Dusek with a headbutt on Farmer Burns. That is going to put him down for a pin. He needs a 3 or better to kick out, and he gets that. And that's going to leave Burns in a bad way as Ernie Dusek continues his attack. Ernie Dusek going to pitch him out of the ring. Farmer Burns here has a B ring rating, B5. Your opponent holds the ropes open for you, but as you step through them, you take down the opponent with a leg whip. The official is frustrated with your lack of sportsmanship. Roll DQ, and then roll on level 3 if no DQ. So, Farmer Burns, annoyed with that headbutt, goes for a leg whip. He's rolling his DQ. Farmer Burns has a 3 disqualification, so he's probably not going to get disqualified. And he does not. So now Farmer Burns on level 3 offense here. And now he is going to try to... It has reconnected. So everything should be good. Okay. And so now, Ernie Dusek rolling on the out of the ring chart here. Dusek has an A, A9. You tumble through the ropes to the floor. Farmer Burns holds the ropes open for him to return. Farmer Burns rolls on level 2 offense. And Burns with a toe lock. This is a 3 add 1. So Ernie Dusek going to add 1. And he is hurt. And Farmer Burns. Flying Mare, choice D. So here we go. We've got a choice situation here. Choice D. Definitely the agility move, whatever one that is. Hip lock. 2. It is going to work on 9 or better. And it does work. And so Ernie Dusek rolling on level 2 offense here. That is a hurt and a tag. He's going to use his Dusek special here. Rolling a disqualification of 4. And they are able to make the switch after the brawl. So now Emil Dusek is in. And rolling on level 1 offense. Emil Dusek with a headlock and eye gouge. And Farmer Burns wants no part of that, able to pull out before the gouging happens. Farmer Burns rolling on level 1 offense here. And Farmer Burns with an overhead throw. This is a choice F maneuver. 6. And that's definitely an agility thing. So 6 or better here for the overhead throw. He does not get it. So that's going to be Emil Dusek rolling on level 2. And Emil Dusek with a corner pummel. That is a 3 add 1 tag. So these guys switch it up again. And 3, that is going to be a hurt 2 for Farmer Burns. Burns really does need to make that tag. And now we've got a knee to the gut by Ernie Dusek, and that's going to hurt Farmer Burns. And Ernie Dusek with a vicious eye rake, and that's going to leave Farmer Burns down. And Ernie Dusek going to throw Farmer Burns out of the ring again. And that is a 6B out of the ring. These Duseks are rough. And the Dusek's going to hold the ropes back open so Farmer Burns could get back in. And Dusek going to attack on level 2 offense here. And Dusek with a big headbutt as Farmer Burns re-enters the ring. And that's going to hurt Farmer Burns. And now a sucker punch on Farmer Burns, dazing him. And now a face ripper, but Farmer Burns counters. Burns needs to put some hurting on Dusek so he can get that tag. Farmer Burns with an overhead throw. This is a choice F maneuver. Definitely go for the agility, whatever it might be. That's going to be 7 or better. And he gets it. And he is dazed. But Farmer Burns is going to use that opportunity to tag to Tom Jenkins. And now Jenkins in the match for the first time, rolling on level 1 offense here. And Jenkins with a single leg takedown. This is an agility maneuver, and he definitely has the agility, so that is going to work. And that is going to hurt Ernie Dusek, but it does leave them open for the Duseks Don't Care special maneuver, where they just come into the ring and create a big schmoz and then switch. Let's see if they get disqualified. They do not. So the Duseks, once again, able to use it to their advantage. And now Emil Dusek coming in on level 1. Emil Dusek with some rabbit punches. This is a choice B. Into the turnbuckle. He's got a B turnbuckle rating. B8. I don't know why I decided to put these down. I'm just going to need them again. B8. Your opponent backs out of the corner and you rush towards them. They use your momentum to deliver an overhead suplex and throw you across the ring. Opponent rolls on level 3. So this is Emil Dusek rolling on level 3 offense. And Emil Dusek with a big chair shot on Tom Jenkins. And that is a disqualification maneuver. His DQ is 5. He is not disqualified. So now he's got a +1 finisher. So Jenkins needs 4 or better. And he gets it. And now, Emil Dusek continuing on level 3. And he blasts him with a chair a second time. This is going to be another DQ roll. And that does it. Emil Dusek is disqualified for whacking Tom Jenkins with the chair. Jenkins is going to get another thing there. And so, Mustachioed Muscle defeats the Duseks. By DQ. So here we go. That was Emil defeated Jenkins via DQ. Emil hit Jenkins with a chair shot. Now we've got fatigue info. And we've got, it looks like 1 and 0 for the Duseks, so Ernie had 1, and Neil had 0, and 2 for both of those guys. So Burns had 2, Jenkins had 2. So that's 4, 5, and there are 2. That is going to be a 2.5-star match. And here we are on to our main event of the evening. And this is going to see champion Jim Londos face off against Aleksander Ayberg for the European Championship. Ayberg is a 6'3". We don't need any of these now. And Jim Londos is a 4'1". Londos definitely has the advantage here. Let's see who starts off this match. And it's going to be Aleksander Ayberg. And Ayberg going to start us off with an Olympic lift. And this is an agility move, and he does not have the agility. So Londos going to counter it. On level 2, Londos locks Ayberg into a grinding armbar. And this is going to hurt Aleksander Ayberg. Londos with some rabbit punches. And that is also going to hurt Ayberg. Now Londos with a crotch lift and slam. This is a 3 add 1. And that is going to hurt Aleksander Ayberg as well. Here is Londos locking in that grinding armbar one more time. And this is going to be a pin, or submission in this case. Ayberg needs 5 or better. Ayberg gets it. And Londos continues the attack. Londos with that Grecian sleeper grip. This is a choice E maneuver. Choice E. Let's see here. Rolling knee bar. Definitely that one. So 7 or better for the rolling knee bar or the Grecian sleeper grip. And he is able to get it, and that's going to put Ayberg at level 3 defense here. And the Grecian sleeper grip, it has got Ayberg center of the ring. Let's see if he can kick out of this. He needs 6 or better. And he is just able to get to the ropes and force Londos to break the hold. Londos going to roll up. He's not going to throw him out of the ring. And Londos with a cross arm thrust. This is a choice C. Definitely the agility. And this is going to be 5 or better. Not great for Londos. He is not able to do much with it, as Aleksander Ayberg will take over. And Ayberg with a chest crush hold on Jim Londos, but that only dazes Londos. The champion keeping it together. As Ayberg attempts an arm drag, Londos doesn't go with it and takes over on level 1. And this is going to be a head scissors from Jim Londos. This is an agility move, and he does have the agility. So that is going to work, as Ayberg is dazed. Now Londos grabs a single leg, but Aleksander Ayberg says no. And Ayberg takes control. Ayberg with a chest crush hold on Jim Londos. This only dazes Londos, though. And now he has got the Olympic lift. This is an agility move, and he does not have the agility. So Londos takes over one more time. And Londos going to back him into the ropes. Ayberg is a B on the ropes. A B10. You and your opponent are locked in a clinch near the ropes. The opponent locks in an underhook and throws you hard to the mat. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. So Londos with a big throw on Aleksander Ayberg. Ayberg is down. And Londos continues his attack. Londos not going to throw him out of the ring. Instead, he's going to roll up with the reverse toe hold. And Ayberg is hurt. And some rabbit punches. And that's going to daze Aleksander Ayberg. As Londos now going to back him into the turnbuckle. B8 into the turnbuckle. Your opponent backs out of the corner and you rush towards them. They use your momentum to deliver an overhead suplex and throw you hard across the ring. Opponent rolls on level 3 offense. So Londos with the overhead, able to put Aleksander Ayberg down once again. And now Jim Londos. Let's see, Ayberg was a 3. 3 fatigue tokens. So this is the aeroplane spin. This is a +2 finisher. So now Aleksander Ayberg needs a 9 or greater to kick out. And he rolls an 8. So he is not able to kick out. And that does it. Jim Londos makes a successful defense of the European title. And that is all for us for the evening. I may be back tomorrow, hopefully with less technical difficulties. I don't know what the hell caused the computer to lock up. I really think it was the antivirus. But I do need to get through through year 4. I've been on year 4 for like 3 months. 2 months or something. It's been a long time. So, yeah, I need to do these more often. So I think we're going to come back tomorrow about the same time, probably about 4 o'clock. And we will see what happens from there. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. I will post in the forums, or not the forums, on the Discord and Facebook chat when I am live tomorrow. And we'll go from there. Thank you very much.